The truth about love that no one tells you. What if I told you that love is not an accident? That when a man falls deeply in love, it's not random, not luck, not destiny, but a process. That there are specific psychological triggers that make a man feel an irresistible, all-consuming love. One that he can't shake, can't escape, and doesn't want to? Most women don't understand this. They believe men fall in love the way they do, through romantic words, grand gestures, or deep emotional talks. But that's not how it works. Because a man doesn't fall in love when he feels wanted. He falls in love when he feels like he can't afford to lose you. Not when he likes you, not when he enjoys your company, but when he feels a primal fear of losing you, because no other woman makes him feel the way you do. This is not manipulation. This is not about playing games. This is understanding male psychology on a level that most people never do. And once you understand it, you will never chase love again, because men will chase you instead. In part 2, I will reveal the first trigger that makes a man fall deeply in love, the secret that makes him see you as the woman he cannot replace. Are you ready? The first trigger, the fear of losing you. By now, you understand the first truth about love. Men don't fall in love when they feel wanted. They fall in love when they feel like they can't afford to lose you. This is why some women, no matter how beautiful or successful they are, struggle to make a man stay. And why others, without trying, without chasing, become the ones that men obsess over. The difference? One is replaceable. The other is unforgettable. And it all comes down to a psychological trigger that most women ignore. It's called the fear of loss. Why men crave what they might lose. Here's a fact that will change how you see relationships forever. Men don't value what they easily have. They value what they might lose. If he knows you're always there, he takes you for granted. That if he feels you have no options, he feels no urgency. That if he thinks you'll always forgive, he never changes. But the moment he senses that you are not easily replaced, everything changes. He starts chasing. That he starts proving himself. That he starts feeling emotions he can't control. Because suddenly he realizes your value. Not because you told him, not because you begged him, but because he felt it himself. How to trigger the fear of loss without playing games. Most people think making a man fear losing you means manipulating him, making him jealous, or ignoring him. But that's what insecure people do. The real way. Become a woman he knows he could lose, but doesn't want to. How? 1. Have a life bigger than him. The moment a man sees that your world doesn't revolve around him, he starts valuing his place in it. If you always drop everything for him, he won't respect your time. That if you always text first, he won't wonder about you. That if he knows you have passions, goals, and options, he fights for his place in your life. 2. Let him feel the distance sometimes. Most women suffocate a man with attention, thinking that more love equals stronger love. But men don't fall in love in your presence. They fall in love in your absence. When he misses you, when he wonders what you're doing, when he realizes he's not the center of your world, and wants to be. 3. Make him earn your emotional depth. If you give a man everything too soon, your emotions, your trust, your full presence, he never works for it. And what a man doesn't work for, he doesn't value. Make him prove he's consistent before you fully open up. Let him feel like he's earning your trust, not just receiving it. Make him feel like he is the one chasing, not you. Because when a man feels like he is winning you, his emotions become deeply attached. The psychology of a man who can't let go. When a man truly fears losing a woman, something happens inside him. He stops taking her for granted. He starts thinking long-term. He becomes emotionally addicted to her presence. Because now, she is not just another option. She is the one woman he cannot replace. And once he feels that, he will never let her go. But this is only one piece of the puzzle. Because making a man fall deeply in love is not just about the fear of loss. It's about making him feel something that no other woman has made him feel before. In part 3, I will show you the second psychological trigger that makes a man obsessed, the one emotion that keeps him chasing you forever. Most women don't know this, but if you do, you will never be forgotten. The second trigger, the one emotion that keeps him chasing forever. By now you understand. Men don't fall in love when they feel wanted. They fall in love when they fear losing you. But here's the truth most women miss. Fear alone is not enough. Because fear creates urgency, but it doesn't create devotion. It makes him chase, but it doesn't make him stay. For a man to fall deeply, irrationally, and permanently in love, he must feel something that overrides all logic and all other options. That one emotion? Emotional addiction. When a man experiences a high he can't get anywhere else, he keeps coming back. Not because he chooses to, not because he thinks it's logical, but because his emotions give him no other choice. And once you create this in a man, he will never see another woman the same way again. What most women get wrong about emotional bonding. Most women try to make a man love them by being extra nice, which makes them look replaceable, giving everything too soon, which removes the excitement, always being available, which kills the chase. But love is not built on comfort. Love is built on contrast. A man doesn't fall for a woman because she's just good to him. He falls for her because she makes him feel something he's never felt before. How to make him emotionally addicted to you. There are 3 things that create emotional addiction in a man. When all 3 are combined, he can't stop thinking about you. 1. Emotional highs and lows, the contrast effect. This is one of the most powerful psychological triggers in love. The brain becomes addicted to experiences that have a mix of highs and lows. If something is always good, the brain takes it for granted that if something is always bad, the brain avoids it. But if something shifts between excitement and challenge, it creates deep attachment. This is why men chase what isn't always available. They value what they have to earn. They become obsessed with what they can't fully predict. How do you use this? Don't always be available. Let him feel your presence, but also your absence. Challenge him playfully. Men fall deeper for women who keep them on their toes. Make emotional moments unforgettable, that if you give him the most intense, exciting moments of his life, he will always associate you with that feeling. A relationship with only peace and no excitement dies. A relationship with only chaos and no safety breaks. But a relationship with both excitement and stability? That creates obsession. 2. Make him feel like a man, masculine instinct triggering. Most women think men fall for women because of how they look, but men fall deeply in love because of how they feel around her. Specifically, how much of a man she makes him feel. Because when a man feels like he is your protector, not just your provider, that he is challenged, not just blindly worshipped, that he is irreplaceable, not just a convenient option. He attaches to you emotionally in a way he can't explain. How do you do this? Let him lead sometimes. Even if you're independent, let him feel needed in ways that matter. Appreciate his effort, that a man falls harder when he feels his actions impact your happiness. Challenge him to be better. Men fall deeply for women who bring out their highest potential. The moment a man feels stronger, better, and more alive around you, he will never want to let you go. 3. The no other woman effect. Here's the real secret to keeping a man obsessed. Make him feel like no other woman will ever compare to you. This doesn't mean being perfect. This doesn't mean being the most beautiful. It means being the woman who understands him on a level no one else does. Know what excites him. Be the one who makes his world feel bigger, more alive. Understand his struggles. When a man feels truly seen, he connects on a deeper level. Make him laugh, challenge him, and inspire him. The more unique emotions you trigger, the less replaceable you become. Because a man might like many women, but he only loves the one he feels he can never find again. What happens when a man feels this way? When a man is emotionally addicted to you, his entire psychology changes. He stops thinking about other options, that he starts planning a future with you, that he becomes afraid of losing you, because no one else makes him feel this way. At this point, you no longer have to chase love. Love chases you. But this is only the second layer of making a man fall deeply in love. Because even when he is obsessed, even when he can't stop thinking about you, there is still one final trigger that makes him commit forever. In part 4, I will reveal the last piece of the puzzle, the one thing that turns deep love into lifelong devotion. The final trigger, turning deep love into lifelong devotion. By now, you understand how to make a man fall deeply in love. You've triggered his fear of losing you, that you've created emotional addiction, that you've made him feel like no other woman can replace you. At this stage, he's obsessed. He thinks about you constantly. He craves your presence. But obsession is not enough, because men can fall in love and still leave. They can feel intensely, but not commit forever. So what separates a man who loves you from a man who chooses you for life? Emotional safety. This is the final piece, the one thing that turns love into devotion. And once you create this, he will never leave. Why emotional safety is the key to forever. Most women think men want beauty, excitement, passion. And while these things attract a man, they do not keep him. Because at some point, a man asks himself, can I trust her with my emotions? Not just his love, but his fears, failures, and deepest thoughts. And if the answer is no, he will pull away. Even if he loves you, even if he desires you. Because men do not commit to the most exciting woman. They commit to the woman who makes them feel safe in a world that is constantly attacking them. How to make a man emotionally safe and completely devoted to you. There are 3 ways to create emotional safety that makes a man never want to leave. 1. Make him feel like he can be his true self. Most men live in a world where they are expected to be strong, even when they feel weak, confident, even when they doubt themselves, fearless, even when they are scared. The truth? Most men are never allowed to be fully themselves. Even in relationships, they feel like they can't admit weakness, they can't talk about their struggles, they must always be the strong one. But when a man finds a woman who lets him be his full self, without judgment, without criticism, he never wants to lose her. How do you do this? Listen without fixing. Let him express, without jumping to solutions that be the only place he can remove his mask, that if he feels safe enough to share his struggles, he will never forget you. Let him lead, but be his quiet strength. When a man feels like he can be strong with you, but also vulnerable, he trusts you on a level no other woman can reach. 2. Be his peace, not his chaos. Most relationships fail because they become another source of stress. Arguments over small things, criticism instead of support, emotional outbursts instead of understanding. A man who feels drained in a relationship will always look for an escape. But a man who sees you as his peace, his one place of calm in a chaotic world, will never want to leave. This doesn't mean you never disagree or that you hide your feelings. It means you don't create unnecessary drama. You handle problems maturely instead of emotionally exploding. You make him feel calm, even in the middle of life's storms. Because men might be attracted to excitement, but they commit to peace. 3. Make him feel like the hero in your story. This is one of the biggest psychological triggers in a man's mind. Men need to feel like they are valuable to you. Not just wanted, needed. Not in a desperate way, not in a way that makes you dependent, but in a way that makes him feel like the man he was meant to be. Because when a man feels like he protects you from the world, his presence improves your life. You trust him in a way you trust no one else. He attaches to you in a way that is unbreakable. How do you do this? Let him help you sometimes, even when you don't need IT. That IT makes him feel valued. Appreciate his efforts, even the small ones that IT makes him want to do more. Make him feel like he is your man, not just a man. If he feels like he has a special place in your world, he will fight to keep it. This is the difference between a man who loves you for a while and a man who devotes himself to you forever. What happens when a man feels this way? When a man experiences the fear of losing you, the emotional addiction to you, the deep emotional safety that no one else gives him. He doesn't just love you, he becomes loyal to you. Because now, you are not just a woman he loves, you are his safe space, his peace, his irreplaceable person. At this point, you never have to chase love again, because he will never want to let you go. But there is one last secret to making love last forever. Because even when a man is deeply in love, deeply attached, and deeply devoted, there is still one thing that can make him stay passionate about you for life. In part 5, I will reveal the final key, the one that keeps love from fading, so that he stays obsessed with you year after year. The final key, how to keep a man passionately in love for life. By now, you've learned how to make a man fear losing you, so he values you more. Emotionally addicted to you, so he keeps chasing. Completely devoted, so he trusts you like no one else. But here's the harsh truth. Even deep love can fade. Not because he stops caring, not because he wants to leave, but because passion is not permanent unless you know how to sustain it. This is where most relationships slowly die. The excitement fades, the mystery disappears, the deep love remains, but the fire that made it powerful slowly dims. And this is why some women capture a man's heart, but lose his desire. But the rare few, the ones men stay obsessed with for life, they understand the final key to lasting passion. And once you do, too, he will never stop wanting you. What kills passion in a relationship? Most people think love fades because he got bored. He's just not romantic anymore. All relationships lose excitement over time. But the real reason? Most relationships stop feeling like a challenge. The same patterns, the same routines, the same predictable behaviors. And suddenly, the relationship shifts from excitement to comfort. Comfort is not bad, but when a man no longer feels he has to win you, the fire that made him chase you in the first place slowly fades. This is why some women, even after years of marriage, still keep their men deeply obsessed with them, and why others, despite being loyal, loving, and devoted, slowly become just another part of his daily life. So how do you keep passion alive? How do you make a man never stop chasing you, even when he already has you? The 3 secrets to keeping him obsessed forever. 1. Keep the element of unpredictability. Men become addicted to what they can't fully predict. If he knows exactly how you'll react, he stops paying attention. If every day feels the same, his brain stops feeling excitement. If he feels he has fully figured you out, he no longer feels the same thrill. But when a woman keeps an element of mystery, a slight unpredictability in her energy, her responses, her depth, he stays addicted. How do you do this? Don't always be an open book. Let him discover new things about you over time. Change the rhythm sometimes. If he expects one reaction, occasionally surprise him with another. Keep your own life exciting. If you are constantly growing, evolving, and experiencing new things, he will always be drawn in. A man stays passionate when he feels like there's always more of you to uncover. 2. Make him feel like he's always winning you. Most relationships start with effort, a man trying to prove himself, impress, and win a woman over. But once he has her, the challenge disappears. And when there is no challenge, the intensity slowly dies. Here's how you prevent this. Make him earn your admiration. Never stop appreciating him, but don't hand it out without reason. Let him feel like he's winning your heart every day. Challenge him playfully. Keep the fun energy alive. Tease him, joke with him. Make him feel like he still has to work to impress you. Don't let him get lazy. If he stops putting in effort, let him feel your shift. A man values what he has to work for, even in love. This keeps him invested, engaged, and always wanting to keep you happy. 3. Keep the physical and emotional polarity alive. One of the biggest mistakes couples make? They become too similar. They stop being masculine and feminine energies. Instead, they become neutral partners. And when this happens, the attraction slowly dies. Because what creates deep, passionate love is polarity. A man feels most attracted when he can be masculine around a truly feminine woman. A woman feels most drawn when she feels her man's strength, direction, and presence. So even after years, if you want to keep his heart and his body wanting only you, let him lead sometimes. Even if you're independent, let him feel like he has a place as your protector. Stay in touch with your feminine energy. Playfulness, softness, sensuality. These things keep passion alive. Never stop flirting. Playful teasing, small touches, stolen glances. These things make him feel like he's still in the honeymoon phase. Because a relationship where attraction never fades is a relationship where love never dies. The final thought, why he will never leave you. If you master all 5 parts of this psychological framework, something powerful happens. He doesn't just love you. He fears losing you. He doesn't just desire you. He needs you. He doesn't just stay with you. He stays deeply in love year after year. Because now, you are not just another woman. You are the one woman he knows he can never find again. And when a man knows that, he will never leave. The choice is now yours.